Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be unboxing my latest purchase and I'm really excited about this one. We are going to be looking at the Suunto Core 2 watch. So with all my videos, I like doing these in case there's somebody sitting out there thinking about buying the item and they want to get an idea of what does it look like when it comes in, what's the quality like, etc. So this is not my first Suunto watch. In fact, if you've watched my videos before, I've been using the Suunto Vertical 2 and I really like it, but it's a little bit big for me. And I'll tell you, out of every Suunto watch I've ever had, the Core is probably my second favorite. My actual favorite one was called the Traverse Alpha. That's a watch I never should have gotten rid of, but I like the Core as well. When I saw that they came out with the Core 2, I said, you know what? I gotta try it out. So give me a second here. I'm gonna open it up. You basically have this tab on the back that we have to pull, and then I think that's just going to allow the box to open. The packaging is almost exactly like the Vertical was. Got a nice sleek black box here. And then let's see what we have here. Now this is just going to be an unboxing. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Once I turn it on and figure out how to use it, I will be sure and load some videos. And I will link those accordingly so you can see them. Basically, your instruction manual. Some little cards here. Get started. Quick tips, I guess. The strap, what's weird is the strap is almost exactly the same. Let's see if it happens to be, look at that. The exact same as the Vertical 2. So that's a double whammy for me. I can change out the strap on my Vertical 2 with this or vice versa. And then here is the watch. Wow, it's really stuck in there. Adventure starts here. Wow. Now, the one thing I will say is the screen is a little bit hard to read on these models. I didn't see that they had a white display one out yet. I don't know if they're coming out with one or not, but as bad as it is, when you get outside, it's actually easier to see. It's kind of a weird thing. The AMOLED display is awesome. When you get outside, it's a little bit hard to see. In low light, though, it's great. Whereas this one's the opposite. In low light, it's hard to see. When you go outside, though, it's easier to see than the AMOLED display. So, what's our language? English. Do we want to pair it to an app? Yes, I can use the buttons here to do no. I tell you what we're going to do. Just for kick's sake, let's don't pair it to the app, and let's see what this thing will do. I'm going to say no. What's your unit system that you want to use? Metric or imperial? What time format do you want? 12 or 24? What year is it? What month is it? By the way, happy July 4th to everybody out there. Today is actually July 3rd, but I'll tell you that early. And then the time, let's go ahead and set this. You know, it's weird. It's almost, holding it, it's almost like the exact same thing as the original Core is what it feels like. If you've never used the Core series, they're just built really well. And the great thing about this watch is there's no charge cord or anything like that. I'll show you that here in a second. Let me find my country. Just showing you all the different options. Bear with me here. I'm actually setting this. Actually, let me go up. Can we hold the button down? Oh, wow. Yeah. Looks like they are alphabetical, so I figured that out. Hello to anybody else from Houston. And we are up and running. All right, so I've had a little bit of time to play with the Suunto Core 2. I'm going to show you just some of the basics. Again, I have a watch channel where I will be getting into more specifics. I will link that accordingly in case you want to check it out. It's pretty similar to the original Suunto Core. It's kind of an odd watch. You basically have the same functions as the original Suunto Core, but you also have the ability to turn on step tracking if you want to. I'm going to show you that real quick. I have it turned on. If I press the bottom right button, I have my sunrise and sunset information. Hopefully you can see this okay. Press it again, I've got my step information. So it's pretty cool. You've got a step tracker built in. You can see this little graph down here that shows me my steps throughout the day, kind of similar to the barometric pressure graph. The other thing that's cool is if I press that bottom right button again, we have moon phase on this watch. The one thing that's great about the Suunto Core that I always liked over a Casio Pro Trek is you can stay in whatever screen you want to and it will not kick you out. So if you're a moon phase guy like me and you just want to keep this screen on all the time, you can stay in this screen all the time. Same thing with your step tracking, same thing with your barometer, all of that stuff. But the weird thing is you have step tracking, but that's really about all you have. There's no heart rate tracking. I can't go out and do a tennis exercise or something like that with like you can with the true smartwatch like the Suunto Vertical 2 that I have here. Everything else is kind of similar though. If I press this middle button, sorry, I've got a glare here. Press this middle button, we've got our altimeter. Press it again, you've got your barometer. Another time you've got your compass. You've got your dive setting. And then you get to tool, that's going to be things like your stopwatch, your countdown timer, stuff like that. What else should I show you? We talked about the case back before. You can change the battery on this. That's the beauty of this watch, is it's got a standard battery. You don't have to plug it in, charge it. The battery that it takes is a CR3032, which I've never heard of that battery. I've never used it. And it is different. You've got 4 screws in the case back versus before where you had kind of like a swatch setting where you would use a key and open up the case back. So I'm not sure how well the battery changing will be on this. I will say this, the previous model, it wasn't as easy as you thought. The big thing I like though is you have a 22 millimeter quick release strap on this model versus the strap on the other one, which the strap on the original I thought was a disaster. The other thing I will show you, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my overhead. You have the loom tip just like you had before. You have a rotating bezel. You press the top left button. You also have your backlight. You can actually change that. If you want to press any button, you can have the backlight. You can also do wrist tilt, and you can set the times for that, which basically means when I tilt my wrist towards me, the backlight will turn on automatically. What's cool with this watch is your backlight can actually be changed. You can either have a red backlight or you can have a green backlight. So that's pretty much it. I think that's kind of the basics of the things to show you just with the unboxing. What do you think of this watch? Leave a comment in the description. Let's talk about it. Again, I will do some more specific videos of the features of this watch on my other channel. The other thing I should tell you is you can connect this to the Suunto app, but the only thing that happens right now is it basically syncs your step information over, and that's it. You cannot do any of the settings in the app and then sync them over to this watch. But the fact that it connects to that Suunto app makes me think maybe there will be some new things that they push out in the future. And I will say this, Suunto does a good job of continuing to support and put out new features compatible with their old model watches. So I hope they will put out some new features with this one. Hope this gives you an idea of what it looks like when it comes in. As always, thanks for watching.